If you're new to Hydrographics, make sure you watch this first. Hey guys, Bryan here from Liquid Concepts. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the beginner mistakes that you're going to make whenever you're trying to get into the hydrographics industry. So whenever we got into the hydrographics industry many decades ago, it seems like it anyways, there was a lot of stuff that we did wrong. And so we thought we'd shoot a quick little video and show you guys a few things on what to do and hopefully the mistakes that we made, so then that way you can hopefully not do those mistakes and get up and running a lot quicker, a lot easier, and a lot more proficient than what we did back in the day. So the first thing starting off is going to be, don't believe everything that you see on YouTube or anything like that. It is not as easy as it looks. And so it's not going to be, you take the part, you dip it in the water, it comes out and you hand it back to the customer. If it was like that, everybody would be doing it. And so I will be the first one to tell you the hydrographics is a hard coating to perform, mainly in the actual dipping that we do right there. So make sure that you've got enough knowledge with the hydrographics in watching a lot of the videos or things like that on how to set up your activator gun, how to dip different films, things like that, to make sure that you get everything dialed in, because the worst mistake that you can do is thinking that it's going to be super easy, super quick, you just dip it in, you hand it back to the customer. It's definitely not like that. You need to make sure that you get everything prepped out and ready, or else, of course, the coating doesn't work. Next up on the list is knowing that you actually have to prep out the part and paint it before you actually dip it. So that's something that a lot of people don't understand and don't know, is that whenever you've got a part coming in your door, you actually need to prep it out correctly and go ahead and apply your primer and your base coat before you could actually dip it. Now, there are a couple of exceptions to that with plastics and things like that, but we're not going to get into that. But the main thing is definitely whenever you're getting started into the hydrographics, make sure that you know that you have to be able to paint the parts before you dip them. So whenever you're getting your business plan together or things like that, you have to make sure that you know that you need to paint the parts, so then that way you have the proper PPE and the area to do your painting, whether it be a paint booth or some area that you have that's dedicated just for spraying the coatings itself. Next up on the list is going to be, make sure that you ask questions. So of course, if you're having problems or troubles or anything like that, don't just be blowing through all of your film thinking, oh, I'll get this, I'll get that. Don't be afraid to ask the questions. We get customers that call us all the time needing technical assistance, and even if it's not even with our films or our materials, we still try to make sure that we are trying our best to help them out as much as possible, because at the end of the day, we want you to make sure that you can make a good profit and you're putting out a good quality product. So if you're having trouble or issues or anything like that, make sure you've got a good dedicated person or even company that you can contact to help you out in those times of needs, because let's be honest, we've all been there. We're dipping and it's not going right. A simple phone call can help solve a lot of those issues instead of just trying it over and over and pulling your hair out. So always make sure that you've got a good contact, so that way you can make sure that you get the best possible dips out of anything that you're doing. Next on the list is going to be your activation. So if you haven't already noticed, there is a lot of videos out there on dialing in your activator, and that's probably going to be the hardest part of the entire process, is dialing in that activator to make sure that it is completely glassed out on the film and everything wraps correctly. Because if the activator is not dialed in properly, then if it's underactivated, it's not gonna stick and the film is literally just going to flake off. If it's overactivated, then the film can can literally almost look like it's melting off the part, and it could even take the base coat with it depending on how much overactivation it actually has. So dialing in that activator is going to be super, super critical to make sure that you get the best results possible. Now, we've shot a lot of videos on this, so if you're interested in those, we're going to have links in the description below, so that way you can check those out. But definitely make sure that you get your activator dialed in with your gun, your settings, your spray speed, your angle, and everything like that. You always want to make sure that you get that dialed in before getting started. Another bonus tip before we go is don't be afraid to tell the customer no. So if you're just starting out and getting into this, it's always a good idea to make sure that you don't go over what you're capable of doing. So if somebody comes in and brings you an entire fairing set off of a sport bike and they want you to dip it in carbon fiber and they want all the carbon fiber to go exactly the perfect way and everything, and you're just getting started out, that might not be the best job to take whenever you're first starting out. But you just want to make sure that you're clear with them on, hey, maybe not right now, but if you can come back, or I can refer you to some other people, because sometimes even though you do take the job and you might make some money off of it, most of the time on some jobs like that, you're probably going to end up losing money because you're going through so much film and so much materials and all of this stuff, and then the customer doesn't get exactly what they want. So then it pretty much puts a bad taste in their mouth. You don't make any money on it, and it's never going to be a good win-win situation. So definitely don't be afraid to tell the customers no. We've been in this industry for a very long time, and there are some instances where we turn down jobs, and I don't feel bad for it, because whenever we're turning down a job, it's not the point that maybe we're not capable of doing it, but it could also be the point of maybe it's not going to come out the way that the customer is actually wanting it to turn out, because maybe it's outside of the possibility of how the film would wrap or how it would put a certain spot right here on this part or something like that. So sometimes it is okay to say no. So definitely remember that whenever you're talking to your customer and you're looking at the job as a whole. So of course, as you know, there are tons of other things that you can do to help get started into the hydrographics, but hopefully by watching this video, you've learned a couple of things, what to research, what to look for, and maybe what to even turn down. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you are interested in other videos like that, hit the subscribe button. We'd always love to have you subscribe to our weekly tips on anything hydrographics related. If you're interested in getting into the hydrographics industry, we're gonna have links in the description below to our website, liquidconcepts.com. It has everything that you're gonna need for getting into the hydrographics, even DIY dip kits and things like that. So definitely make sure you check those out as well. I'm Bryan from Liquid Concepts, and this is how we customize your world. We'll see you guys next time.